Everybody, and welcome back in the Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. The Sarnia Sting taking on the Barrie Colts for the first of a few meetings this year. The Sarnia Sting coming to this game revealing new uniforms. It's the children's charity game if you're with us tonight. And of course, custom uniforms are made and then auction off later. Here's Baudouin with an early look, and Ozapenko has that and covers up for Sarnia. Yeah, so the Sting will come out with these uniforms here today, auction them off after, you know, the usual thing that they do each year when it comes to these games. Face off right side of the net. The Barrie Colts come into this game 6 straight wins. Sarnia Sting 2-2 on the year, as here's a shot that's blocked. It tries to get back on net, but that was blocked as well. Picked up by the Colts. Here's Aki shooting it. Stopped by Ozapenko. It's sent wide of the goal. And good pressure early on by Barrie. Here's Yodion. Bodian stopped. Baudouin, and now it's picked up by Pickle Hurt. And here come the Sting. Pass off for Pickle. Drops that off Challenger. He has a man with him. And what a stop that was early on by the Barrie netminder. And a penalty now coming to Barrie as they're going to go touch up. The Sting will go the first power play of the night. 2-2 on the season. Barrie Colts 6-0 as we mentioned. So the Sting will go to an early power play here against Barrie. Here comes the face-off right side of the net. Taken one back by Barrie, and they'll pick it up and send it out and down the ice. Back to get it's Carson Hall. Sting trying to get this power play set up. They've had a hard time on the power play so far this year. Van Volsen to Jaworski. They have succeeded, but not as much as they would like. Here's Van Volsen. Didn't take the shot. Still holding on to the puck. Now moves to the net. He scores! Jack Van Volsen gets his first of the year, and Sarnia strikes first. It's a power play goal. So a huge goal early on here for the Sarnia Sting. Jack Van Volsen finds the back of the net and gives the Sting the 1-0 lead on the power play. Exactly what you want to see against this Barrie lineup, and Van Volsen just putting it to the net like he should be to score goals. Sent in here by Jordan Backs. It's sent around the far boards. Here's Diorio looking for a pass in front. Takes it back now on the steal. Here's Diorio, slips in, shoots, and that went wide of the net. Backs down low, Diorio. Diorio again, backhander. Oh, it's stopped, and the rebound bouncing out of there. Picked up now by the Colts. Yodian will get it up the left side with Jelsma. Here's a chance. Jelsma winds and shoots, taken away by Hurt. Huey Hurt for Sarnia. Here's Hurt. Off for Jaworski. And ahead, here comes Jordan Backs. He'll drop a one-timer. Stopped. A big save by Jelsma. It rolls back. That's Hellebrand. And Passmore now. Here's Passmore. Past the halfway mark of the first period. 1-0 Sting. Here's Jelsma to the goal. Looking in for the shot. Spinning. Now firing. That's blocked. Got it back. Stopped by Ozapenko. In the paint. It's Hurt. Sent ahead for Van Volsen. Here go the Sarnia Sting. Van Volsen looking, dropping, given away to Aitchison. And Stewart and the Colts turn up ice. Here's Stewart. 2-on-1. Baudouin. Stop. They score! The rebound loose in the blue paint. And it's Stewart to find the back of the net and tie the game at 1 apiece. Big goal here for the Barrie Colts to get it even here in this first period. The Sarnia Sting sloppy in their own end and pay the price because of it. We're tied. Here's the face-off, taking a coin. He'll send that up for Beamish. Here comes Beamish with speed down the right side. Steps in and fakes. Now shoots. Hellebrand. And all of that, it's picked up in the corner again by the Colts now. Aitchison in his own zone. He'll get it up on the wing for Wiggle. Here's Wiggle. Right side into the Sarnia zone. Wanting and firing. He's stopped by Ozapenko. A coin to Beamish. Sting have it. It's Matthew Manza. He'll send that back into the Barrie zone, and chasing it down as Van Volsen has the goal tonight. Tried to side door that. It didn't work. It's picked up again by Barrie now. Patterson for Wiggle. Up the right side. Shooting it. Blocker save. Ozapenko has it again. Plays that to Aitchison. Patterson winding, dropping. Aitchison. Aki glove save again by Ozapenko. Here's Easton Wallos. He'll look ahead. He has open Tyler Challenger. Challenger moves in, shoots, just about had the target. 5 seconds left in the period. Here's a coin, and that one knocked out of midair, but it goes wide. We're through one tonight in the Children's Charity game from Sarnia. It's the Sting 1 and the Barrie Colts 1 after 1. Shots a goal in the game are 9-8 Barrie. They are tied at 1 after 1. The hits are 2-1 Colts. Faceoffs 3-2. Sting 1 for 1 on the power play. Barrie hasn't had one. 1-1 after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight. The Sarnia Sting and the Barrie Colts ready to commence on the middle frame of this one. And the puck dropped and we're underway. Aitchison gave it away to Wallows. Just started the period. He had a man open but turned it over. Tries to go back after it. Aitchison got that. Pickle will chase after Jelsma. Jelsma back inside. Here comes Jelsma to the net. Taken away, and Aki now drops. Aitchison shoots. That went wide. Bouncer in the paint. Stop on the chance by Baudouin. Here's Young taken down, and the Sting are going back to the power play. They're 1 for 1 tonight. It'll be Cole Baudouin heading off. Face off to the left side of the Barrie net. Sting back to the power play. They succeeded on their first of the game. Here's the draw. They win it back. Here's Hall. Down low, good passing, and that one rolled in front, and somehow Bax couldn't get it underneath Hillebrand. He lays back on it for a face-off. Mad scramble in the Barrie blue paint, but Sarnia Sting can't get the last touch. Face-off 1 picked up, but the Sting kept it in, but now it's Aitchison, and he'll bank it off the boards and just out. Jordan Bax brings it back in on this power play. Here comes Bax, he'll shoot it. That one easily to the chest of Hillebrand, and he'll cover on that for Barrie. 1-1 here in the second period. It's the Sting and the Barrie Colts. Sting losing their last home game 2-1 to the North Bay Battalion. Here's the face-off left side of the net. Taken and won by the Sting again. Hall has gone. He'll feed it in front. That one rolled, and Passmore is there to clear. Sting back on it again. It's Carson Hall. Turn that over, but now brings it inside. Might be a 2-on-1. The shot, he fired that wide. Van Volsen picks it up. Here's Jack Van Volsen. Fed it. There's the shot. It's stopped. And picked up by the Barrie Colts. Tillier trying to get it out. And Van Volsen kept it in. He'll kick it free. Picked up by Grizzla. Kept in by Hall. Here's Van Volsen trying to get it to the net. Grizzla takes that back and clears. And that'll do it for the Sarnia power play. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Here's the Sting with the puck now. Manza up for Gahan. And he'll bring it ahead and dump it into the Barrie zone. We're about halfway. It's 1-1 here from Sarnia tonight. And a penalty now coming to the Sting. Stewart plays that along. Hall trying to get a touch on that puck. And here comes Wiggle, and we're going to have a fight. Carson Hall and Riley Patterson drop the mitts here in Sarnia. And back and forth they go. As Hall misses the punch, Patterson gets a few in there, and now Hall getting a lane. And now pounding back and forth they go here in Sarnia. And down goes Carson Hall for Sarnia. So a good fight breaks out here between the Sting and the Barrie Colts. And what is a 1-1 game currently speaking. The Colts have a perfect 6-0-0 record on the season. The Sarnia Sting 2-2. And Barrie to the power play, their first of the night. Draw one back, picked up again, and that might be another one coming right off the face-off. It sure is. As the Sting touch up, it'll be a 5-on-3 for Barrie. Jordan Bax will go for hooking. So 5-on-3 here for the Barrie Colts. In the Children's Charity Auction game, it's the Sting and the Barrie Colts. Here's the pass to Aki, shooting it. Ozapenko the save. He played that down. Mitch Young is the one there, and he'll get it down the ice for Sarnia. Picked up by the Colts now. Aki looking ahead. He has Jelsma. Here comes Jelsma. Steps in with a shot. Stopped by Ozapenko, and he covers on that for Sarnia. Sting 1 for 2 on the power play. The Barrie Colts on their first 2 power plays of the game. Back-to-back here, 5-on-3 for a minute 13. Draw one back, picked up by the Colts. Here's Aitchison to Aki, shooting. It didn't get through the traffic, but it broke a coin stick. The Sting in more trouble. It's technically now a 5-on-2. Here's Baudouin, spins and shoots, good block. And the Sarnia Sting do a great job of getting it out and down the ice. Job well done there by a coin, and he goes to get a new stick. Here's Pickle. A coin back on the ice with a new stick now. Aitchison right back out. It's a coin again. He turned it over this time, but now the Sting get control again. Pickle, one power play done. Broken stick is there. The shot missed the net. Took the glass. We'll have a stoppage here. And the face-off will now come to the left side of the Sting net. 1-1. Barrie still 8 seconds left on their second power play. The 0-for-1 in the game. Draw one. Tiller stopped. Rebound in the blue paint. They whack away. Another save made, and we're back to full strength. The Sting kill off the 5-on-3. Here's Newton. Gave that away to Mitch Young. Young can fly. Here's Young. He'll drop back. It's DiOrio trying to take the shot. It's blocked by the Colts, and here they come. Newton up the left side, steps by and shoots. Kicked out by Ozapenko. Here is Pickle with it now. Ben Pickle up the right side, has numbers with him. He'll shoot. Save made. Challenger back to the point. Sting turn it over. Here comes Wiggle the other way. Romaine trying to get back for the Sting. Wiggle! Fired that wide. Sting with control penalty coming to Barrie. Here's Challenger. Sent ahead. That goes down the ice, and that will be icing on the Sting power play. The face-off will come back to the Sarnia zone. 5:55 to go in the second. 9-1 here tonight from Sarnia. And the face-off just outside the Sarnia zone here. 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Their only goal that came back in the first. Jack Van Volson, the recipient, as here comes Gahan. He'll send that in for Sarnia. No one was there. Picked up by Aki, and the Sting did a good job taking that away, but now Jelsma back down the ice for Barrie. Hall back to collect in the Sarnia zone. He'll send that up the wing for Jaworski. Hasn't had much ice time here today, but here he comes now. Jaworski winding, waiting, shooting that. It's blocked by the Colts in front. And Aitchison's taken down, and just like that, there goes the Sting power play. It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 2, and then Barrie with 58 seconds of power play time. So Matthew Manza heads off, 2 minutes for tripping. Here comes the face-off right side of the Sting goal. 1-1 late here in period 2. And the children's charity game, we hope everyone's enjoying. Here's Aki, drops that off to Aitchison. Taken back by Aki. Aki looks for a lane. He has Aitchison looking for the shot as Gristle. A one-timer, but it went over the net. What a chance for the Colts as they just started their third power play. But Challenger gets it out and down for Sarnia. Picked up by Passmore in his own zone. The Sting challenged that. Hall was back to defend. Tiller up for Patterson. Here come the Barrie Colts. Patterson to the net. And blocked by Mitch Young. Here come the Sting the other way. Challenger slashed on the play. No call. Stewart brings it in. Has a man going to the net. Patterson stopped by Ozapenko. What a save. And he looks skyward. He can't believe it. Point blank save made by Ozapenko in the splits. And that keeps us at 1 apiece. Face-off will come to the right side of the Sarnia net. A glorious chance for the Barrie Colts to go in front as they search for a 7th straight win on the year. Draw taken, one back. The Sting grabs control. It's Jordan Bax. And Bax will get that out and down into the Barrie zone. Sending it around the far boards. No one was there. Passmore for Barrie. Trapped by 2 Sting, but now gets it up on the wing for Wiggle. Now right side, Stewart. Here he goes, and on goal. He's stopped by Ozapenko. Stewart has the goal for Barrie here in this period, and he looks for another, and Ozapenko shut that down. Pass finds DiOrio. 3 seconds to go in the second. Here comes Alessandro DiOrio. Couldn't get a shot away. We're through 2 here tonight from Sarnia. It's the Barrie Colts 1. The Sarnia Sting 1 after 2. Shots a goal in the hockey game. 18 for Barrie, 13 for Sarnia. 1-1 after 2. The hits are 5 aside. Faceoffs 10-6 Barrie. 1 for 3 on the power play Sarnia. 0 for 3 on the power play Barrie. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Sarnia. Sting have a lot of work to do against the best team in the league with a 6-0-0 record currently. There's a draw one back by the Sting. The pass finds Pickle. He turned that over to Baudouin, and he'll bring it back up ice on the right wing. Sting knocked that back out, and now Mitch Young with Pickle. Pass finds Young. Young couldn't get the shot as it's taken away by Yodian. Here he comes the other way for Barrie. Centers it. Baudouin stopped by Hurt. And taken back by the Sting. It's Tyler Challenger. Challenger gave that away middle of the ice. He'll try to get it back. Good job done there And now Hurt tries to chip that back to him, but another turnover to the Barrie Colts. Jelsma moving in, shooting that. Hurt got a leg on it and blocked the shot. It's kicked back up the board side. Pickles on it. Here's Pickle. Sent off the boards ahead for Tyler Challenger. Challenger moves in. He has a man going to the net. It's Wallos, and the pass never found him. Jelsma. Here comes Barrie again. It's been all Barrie in this one after Sarnia scoring the opening goal. Save made, and the rebound kicked wide by Ozapenko. Here's Huey Hurt, and here come the Sting finally to the attack. And another giveaway. They cannot get the passes online. Here's Baudouin to Jelsma moving in. Can't get the shot on net, though, and Jordan Bax and the Sting take off the other way. Jaworski to Bax. He'll move in. He'll shoot. The save made. They score! And they made this one count. Alessandro Diorio puts the Sting in front. 2-1. 8:16 into the third. It's a broken play, and the Sting pick up on it. Backhand after the original stop was made. Up and over the diving Hillebrand. 2-1 Sarnia. Huge goal for the Sarnia Sting. Alessandro Diorio with yet another on the season. And the Sarnia Sting take the lead back midway through the third period. Here's Tiller. Sent that to Passmore. In come the Barrie Colts. It's given away. Diorio sent ahead. That's Jordan Bax. Here goes Bax. All he's got. Bax shooting. That was blocked. Good job by the Colts keeping him to the outside. Passmore. Other way comes Barrie now. Passmore in on goal. Fired that wide. Bax with it again. Here go the Sting. It's Diorio. Just gave them the lead. Looking to extend. Scores! Alessandro Diorio. He goes back to back, and the Sting lead it 3-1. So the Sarnia Sting with a 2 spot here in the third period, thanks to the captain, Diorio. He has 2 here in the third, and Sarnia with a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. Here's a coin off the boards. That missed Beamish, taken back by Stewart. Here come the Barrie Colts the other way, and this all comes after the huge save by Ozapenko. There's a shot block. The coin took it back, and the Sting look up ice again. Here's a turnover. Barrie grabs it, 2-on-1, and cannot feed it in front. A coin now. Here go the Sarnia Sting again. It's a coin. All he's got. Looks for help. Trying to chip it past. Now he'll move in himself. A coin! What a save. Rebound. It's in the paint. That one doesn't go. Stewart now. Sting on the press. It's picked up by Stewart. 5 to go here in the third period. Huge saves by Hillebrand. And sent to Tiller. Now up the board side for Stewart. He'll move in. Drops it off for Patterson. Sting took it back. Patterson to the front. Big save. Rebound doesn't go. In behind the net. Colts pressing again. That shot blocked. Another shot blocked. That goes to the corner. Van Volson sent ahead. There goes Beamish. Beamish into the rush. Beamish moves in. Looks. Has reinforcements. It's banked off the boards, but it's passed. Challenger picked up by Jelsma. Now Challenger trying to get it back. Jelsma to it again. Moves in and shoots, sticked away by the Sarnia Sting. Last minute of play here in the third. Empty net Barrie. Here goes Ben Pickle. Pickle to the empty net. Chips it ahead. Here's Young. He scores! Mitch Young. And it's 4-1. Sarnia with the empty net. So the Sarnia Sting take it to the Barrie Colts here tonight. 1-1 coming into the third. A 3 spot here in the third period to give their fans something to cheer about. Aki, Baudouin, stopped by Ozapenko. Sting back to it one more time. Here goes Mitch Young, and here go the Sting again. Young stepping in. Young shooting. Saved by Hillebrand. 8 seconds left. There's a pass. And another big stop with 5.5 on the game clock. 4-1 Sting against the Barrie Colts here tonight. In the children's charity game, well, the Sting made it count, didn't they? 4-1. Raw taking one back. That one rolls on to Hillebrand, and he will play it down, and that'll do it from Sarnia tonight. The Sting win it 4-1. They snap a 2-game losing streak after losing to North Bay 2-1 back-to-back. 4-1 your final score from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. The Sarnia Sting come out on top. they hand the Barrie Colts their first loss of the year. A great game from start to finish here for the Sarnia Sting, and of course they got rewarded from it. A 3-goal third period coming into the third, tied at 1, anyone's game, and Sarnia took over and they win this game after a huge series of saves by Ozapenko that led to the momentum shift. Your final score tonight from Sarnia, the Barrie Colts 1, the Sarnia Sting 4.